Alright boys, so today is Saturday and we're going to be filming a day in the life of a trader at the weekend and what I get up to at the weekend to prepare for my trading week ahead of time. So let's get into it. So fellas, right now I'm sat at my desk and I'm about to get through some of my to-do list for the day. We have journal and review the week, we have back tests for 30 minutes, we have record a video, which is happening right now. But essentially, I'm going to journal and review the week. So I'm going to go over the trades I took, any trades I missed. I'm going to read through them. I'm going to journal them in my trading journal and see how I can improve for next week. And then I'm going to record a video for my channel afterwards, going over how I'm going to improve and how people can use those lessons to improve themselves. So as of right now, I'm looking at the charts and I'm going to go over the charts and just kind of review the week, see what happened, and we're going to kind of do a weekly outlook for what we expect to happen next week, look at the news for the week and kind of have a game plan for how we're going to approach the week, what we're going to expect, and really build a framework for how next week is going to go. And we do that ahead of time, so we go into the week kind of anticipating what we're going to do, and we don't just turn up at the markets on Monday trying to figure out a bias or wasting time, trying to just kind of figure out what's going on. We do that ahead of time, so when we come to the markets on Monday, we're nice and sharp, we're ready to go, we know our bias, we know how we're going to trade. That's essentially what I'm going to do now. So as you can see right now, you guys are above my desk. I've got an iced coffee. Yes, you can see the tripod, but who gives a fuck? We're gonna get into some video and some time lapse, so enjoy this part of the time lapse. Fuck this sloppy little time lapse. Now I'm going to jump in the charts. I'm going to do my weekly outlook. So I'm going to record that. I'm going to show you guys my weekly outlook and what you can expect, that I'm expecting to see in next week's price action. So I'm going to chuck that in the video now. Okay boys, so this is the weekly outlook for next week. Last week I took no trades because there was one opportunity on Friday and I was narrowly missed by my entry. I was very narrowly missed by my entry, and so I wasn't placed into the trade, but we expected price to push up from this order block here towards this high. We actually pushed a little bit lower and took this external range liquidity here, and then we pushed higher. Now what I'm expecting to see for next week, let's figure that out right now, shall we? So looking at price action here, we closed above this level of liquidity on the weekly, although not decisively. We did close above it. I would say that my eyes are going to be on these two levels of liquidity up here, but as I always say, like, once I have more information I can decide better. So if we close like strong above this level, or Monday closes strong above this level, I'm looking for this high. But if we close below this level, I'm going to look for this low. Okay boys, so I've done my weekly outlook for the week. Hopefully you enjoyed that with a little bit of background music. Ignore that lady saying artlist.io. I just don't want to pay to get the free music, so she's going to be saying that sometimes. I've got some journaling to do, to review some notes and to review last week's stuff. I'm going to do some back testing and I'm going to record my sit down talking video to the camera that you guys see every single week. I'm not going to record any of that because it's boring, but that is what I'm going to do. Hopefully you enjoyed that breakdown for the week. Just a short clip. I didn't want to bore you guys with a super long one. I literally just told you where I think price is going to go. So hopefully you find that useful for next week if you don't know what you're doing when it comes to trading. Also guys, later on in the day, I'm going to be reading some books. I know that sounds fucking weird to plan that shit out, but I love reading, guys. Honestly, here's my book collection. These ones are my favorite books right here. These ones are my not so favorite books that I've read. And these are my least favorite books, and I've read like half of these. I'm reading this book right here because someone I know suggested it for trading mindset. I'm reading Think and Grow Rich as well right now because this is just like beautiful for having a strong mindset, and becoming an entrepreneur is one of the goated books for that. And honestly, so far I'm loving it. Over the past couple of months, I've literally just been getting through all of these books you can see behind me and said to myself, you can only start buying more when you've gotten through most of them. But yeah, I think next up I'm gonna go make a coffee. So let's do that. Coffee, let's give it a sip. Pretty good coffee. Okay, right now it's about 4:40 p.m. and it's pitch black outside, which is just wild. This time next year, I'm going to be in like Dubai, bro, and it's going to be sunny and warm still, and it's just going to feel so good. Anyway, I completed my journal entry for the week, filled out 2 pages here. You know, I read a quote and it was, you have to allocate 50% of your time towards mental analysis as well as technical analysis, because this is where most of like the work needs to take place. Like, that's why I do a lot of journaling. I'll journal every week. I'll journal after something that happens in the charts that I don't like. You've got to figure out where you're like making mistakes and you're repeating things that are causing you to lose. Like, that's the only way you're going to figure it out. But for now, I am going to watch YouTube and probably read for a little bit. And the night is young, so we'll see. I kind of want to go play golf as well later. So if my brother wants to play golf, we'll probably go play golf. So whatever is happening, I'll see you in that clip. Bam.
Artlist.io